Hey friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from our half acre homestead, and there's something to be said for clarification. Now, as many of you noticed, some of my live streams were just made public in the last couple of days. And today I talked about my live stream and I talked about Patreon and Facebook and people stealing. Now, obviously, somebody got confused, or some of you got confused. So I'm going to explain exactly what I meant because I'm this friggin' close to retiring all three of my channels, or at least pulling back from participating with people. Okay? Now, part of the reason I do things the way I do is because I have a connection with my YouTube friends and family. Okay? I don't just hide behind a camera or ignore comments or all those things. Well, a lot of comments can be pretty overwhelming at times, right? But the thing is I try to be as available as I can to my subscriber base. Now, my subscriber base for our half acre homestead is only 85,000 subscribers. Now, that may sound like a lot to some people, okay? But it's not when you consider that come September, I will have been on YouTube for 11 years. The reason I only have 85,000 subscribers is because I'm a bit of an acquired taste. I'm honest and authentic, and I refuse to act and pretend to be somebody I am not. Now, recently, back when before the pandemic, I have been doing live streams more and more often, getting more and more connected with my YouTube friends and family. And I found that we found that we were through our daily streams, we were supporting each other and lifting each other up and bringing people hope, or just being an ear for people, right? It's not just me, that's all of us. Okay? Now, there were times when there would be between 140 and 400. One day it went over 400 people in chat in a live stream. I had a lot of moderators to smash pervert trolls and idiots. Okay? I think somewhere between 6 and 8 moderators to help control the trolls and the nasty people, because these live streams were public. Okay? Now, let me explain why they stopped being public. They stopped being public when eight moderators could not control the spam bots. What a spam bot does is it comes in and these are mechanical. These aren't even people, okay? They just use names, and some of the names were differently spelled, but copycats of actual YouTube channels like Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. No, it wasn't them. It was a spam bot. But what the spam bot would do, it would take a phrase like an address of a hospital in friggin' Uxbridge. That was one of them. And they would flood the entire chat with the address over and over and over and over and over again. Now, when you got 100+ people trying to talk, and after every comment you get 15 to 20 spam bot posts, it becomes physically impossible to chat, and the moderators could not keep up. This is why the live streams went unlisted. We did it as an experiment at first, and when we realized there were no spam bots, we kept it. Now, in order to make it unlisted, and instead of me having 100+ people's names on a list that I had to individually send it to every single day, we made a Connected Hearts, because that's what we call ourselves every day. It's just, and everybody's welcome. We have a Connected Hearts Facebook page. All right. It is a private Facebook page. In other words, you can be a member of it and not participate in anything public on Facebook. The key thing about the Facebook page is that it's open to everybody. You just have to answer the questions and abide by the one rule, the very one rule. You do not share the unlisted link until after the stream has gone public. Now this, we left them unlisted while we got all our ducks in a row and started figuring out how it was going to work. And then I had several people say, well, I don't do Facebook. And I went, okay. And someone said, well, don't you have Patreon? And I went, well, yeah, it's for my Cooking with Cannabis channel, but let me see what I can do. So what I did was I changed my Cooking with Cannabis Patreon page to Mrs. Wolfie's Corner. And that covers all 3 of my YouTube channels, Cooking with Cannabis, Reading with Beverly Wolfie, and Our Half Acre Homestead. Now, in order to be a patron, the minimum payment is $1 a month. Okay? That is the lowest I can make it. Hell, the lowest you can get on a YouTube, like on a membership page, okay? Because some channels have membership, right? Like Patreon. But the minimum for membership is $1.99. So I chose Patreon. Okay? So now if you want to be a part of the live stream and participate in the chat of the live stream, you either become a Facebook Connected Hearts family member, or you become a Patreon or a patron of Mrs. Wolfie's Corner. So one option is free and the other is $1. Okay? And if neither of those options are suitable for you, then as soon as, now that we've got all the other kinks worked out, as soon as the live stream finishes, it becomes public and you get to see it. Okay? So you're either a Connected Hearts Facebook page member, or you're a patron for $1 a month, or you watch it after the fact when it goes public. Simple, okay? Now, obviously, I wasn't clear enough. And when I was talking about stealing, this is what I meant. This is a clarification, all right? What I meant was Patreon only takes the payments in the first couple of days of the month. So if the payment's clear by the 5th of the month, and you become a patron on, say, the 6th of the month, you get a link, the link is posted, you're asked not to share the link until after the stuff's over, right? But if you spend 20, 25 days throughout the month watching and participating in live streams, and then pull your pledge the day before Patreon takes your $1, then what would you call that? Okay? If you really want to watch it for free, join the Facebook page or wait for it to be not live. All right? I'm not cutting anybody out. I'm trying to cover this for everybody. Take care. Mwah! God bless. Oh, on a lighter note, my friend Patty Furby and I were on the phone, and she was telling me about moringa, and we did some research right while I was on the phone, and I've decided to try it. This is a superfood called moringa. It is supposed to boost energy, mental alertness, digestion, immune function, weight loss, heart health, skin, and so much more. So I got a 2-month supply. I will keep you posted. All right. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead saying thank you to all the patient and loving and supportive people that are in my life and in my YouTube. And for the rest, I'm not here for you. Take care. God bless.